Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Menken back here with Splash Sports. Today is July 21st, 2024. And how about this recap? We absolutely swept the day again, going 3-0. And let's go back right before the All-Star break on July 14th. We went 3-0 and we finished going into the All-Star break on the sweep. We ended up Friday going 2-0 with one rainout. That's 5-0. And then yesterday we got another clean sweep, making it 8-0 run right now. I hope all of you have been on these tickets, and if you have been, leave those money bags in the comments, ladies and gentlemen, because we are absolutely on fire and we are not letting our foot off the gas here. Let's roll right into this for Sunday's games. Remember, on this show, all we care about is the first 6 outs of the ball game. Plain and simple, a NRFI means no runs first inning, while a YRFI means yes runs first inning. But before I get into those plays, be sure to smash that like button for me and subscribe to my YouTube channel and toggle on that notification button. That way, every time I drop a video, you guys will be notified. All right, let's continue staying hot and continue having winning days on this show. Let's roll right into Sunday's game. Starting off with game number 1, we got the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Minnesota Twins here. For the Milwaukee Brewers, they got Aaron Chevelle on the mound. He's 2-7 with 98 innings of work. Does have a higher end of an ERA, just under 5, sitting at a 4.94 here. 98 strikeouts. He's averaging a strikeout here per inning and 54 earned runs for Chevelle. He'll be matched up here in Minnesota versus Joe Ryan, who is 6-6, 114 innings of work. Does have an ERA sitting at a 3.53 here, 124 strikeouts. He too is averaging a strikeout here per inning and 45 earned runs. You look at what Joe Ryan did in his last outing before the All-Star break. He got the loss against the San Francisco Giants, only going 5.1 innings of work, 6 hits, in 5 earned runs. He is pitching back here at home, where he has a ton of success. You've seen his last performance at home just before the All-Star break. He won that game against the Houston Astros. So Joe Ryan back here at home in a pitcher's ballpark. And then for Chevelle, he also got the loss against the Pirates before the All-Star break, only going 6.1 innings of work, 6 hits, and 1 earned runs there. You saw what the Brewers did yesterday in that matchup. They won 8-4, and they were scoreless through 2 innings. I'm expecting the same thing to happen here from the start of the game. Not so many hits. It's a hitter's ballpark, or a pitcher's ballpark, I should say. You got Joe Ryan here, who's pitching back at home, where he has a lot of success. I like this game versus the Milwaukee Brewers and the Minnesota Twins to end in a NRFI, no runs first inning. So we're under a second game between the San Diego Padres and the Cleveland Guardians here. For the San Diego Padres, Michael King will be on the mound. He's 7-6 with 111 innings of work. Does have an ERA sitting at a 3.41 with 129 strikeouts. He's averaging over a strikeout here per inning and 42 earned runs for King on the season. He'll be matched up here in Cleveland versus the Guardians' Ben Lively. He's 8-5 with 88 innings of work. Does have an ERA sitting at a 3.58 here. 78 strikeouts, under a strikeout here per inning, and 35 earned runs. You look at what Lively did. He's coming off a loss as well to the Tampa Bay Rays in his last outing, going 5.1 innings of work, 3 hits, and 2 earned runs. And for Michael King, same thing, coming off a loss here as well to the Seattle Mariners, going 6 innings of work, 3 hits, and 1 earned run. You look at that game yesterday and what Dylan Cease was able to do against these Cleveland Guardians lineup here. He had 10 strikeouts on 7 innings pitched. Michael King is expected to record 17.5 outs in this game here. I'm expecting it to be a low-scoring game. This Cleveland Guardians team has been struggling against right-handed pitching here, and I think Ben Lively comes out and has a bounce-back game from his last game before the All-Star break. That's why in game number 2 between the San Diego Padres and the Cleveland Guardians, we are also smacking the NRFI, no runs first inning. So we're under a third and final game between the Houston Astros and the Seattle Mariners here. For the Houston Astros, they got Blanco on the mound. He's 9-4 with 109 innings of work. Does have an ERA just under 3 at a 2.56 here. 100 strikeouts, just under a strikeout here per inning, and 31 earned runs here for Blanco. He'll be matched up here in Seattle versus the Mariners' Wu, who is 3-1 with 44 innings of work only, with an ERA sitting at a 2.46 here, 29 strikeouts and 12 earned runs. You look at what Wu has done this season, hasn't picked up a win since June 6th against the Oakland Athletics. His last game was against the Angels, where he went 3.1 innings of work, 9 hits, and 4 earned runs in that short period of time there. Blanco got the loss in his last start against the Rangers, going 6 innings of work, 2 hits, and 2 earned runs. Again, you saw it yesterday with the Seattle Mariners offense. They just cannot get their bats going. They didn't score until the bottom of the 6th inning in yesterday's game. I think Blanco takes care of business, gets off to a hot start. My only concern is going to be Wu. Didn't look sharp in his last outing whatsoever, only got through 3.1 innings of work on 9 hits. I'm expecting him to have a bounce back game, especially pitching at home where it is a pitcher's ballpark as well. That's why in game number 3 versus the Houston Astros and the Seattle Mariners, we are also smacking the NRFI. No runs, first inning. Let's take a recap of the games I've selected for you today. Game number 1 between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Minnesota Twins. We are smacking the NRFI. Game number 2 between the San Diego Padres and the Cleveland Guardians. We are also smacking the NRFI. In our third and final game between the Houston Astros and the Seattle Mariners, we are also smacking the NRFI. No runs, first inning. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Nick Menken with Splash Sports. If you have not done so, smack that like button for me. Helps me out a ton, and it costs you guys none. And make sure to go follow me over on X at Nick Menken, and let's continue absolutely crushing the books here, going for another clean sweep. Can we make it 11-0? Let's try and do so. Especially let's try to have a winning day. Best of luck and best bets.